Welcome back, darlings. I see you're still awake, far past your bedtime. Don't worry, I'll stay up with you. There's only one cure for insomnia. A good old-fashioned bedtime horror story. Every haunting season, I host a fabulous costume gala at Klunch Manor with a marvelously eye-popping feast. The delicacies are to have died for. The chefs really put themselves into their work. The guests, so festive in their costumes. It's the event of the season not to be missed. Each year, I invite one very special guest to attend. Check your little P.O. boxes, darlings. Who will be invited? Could it be you? 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 Hello, this is Frau Klunch calling. Thank you for accepting the invitation to join us at Klunch Manor this evening. We'll send a car to pick you up at 6:30 sharp. Everyone is so looking forward to having you for dinner. Oh, and don't forget to wear a costume.
Been a while since I've been up this way. Klunch Manor. Come to think of it, last person I drove up here had a costume too. Said he didn't believe all the ghost stories about that place. You know, it is haunted. Sorry. Yep. I see the gates coming up ahead. And it looks like there's somebody waiting for you. Hey! Have a great time at the party. Don't lose your head!
Oh, hello. Welcome. We are so happy you've arrived in one piece. Everyone is so looking forward to having you for dinner this evening. By the way, what is that costume you're wearing? It's absolutely darling.
Darling.
Oh, this is our stop. You wouldn't want to go down further. This way. Dear, wait! No! Why did you leave me? Why did you leave me? This is not fair!
Away, you fiends. It isn't time to eat yet.
I wonder if they have a cream filling.
Senora Coronaria, the mistress of shadow and light, the Senora has chosen you for a divination. Come this way. A simple card reading, nothing to fear. The Senora awaits.
Las cartas simplemente nos informan del futuro. O crean futuro.
Do the cards merely tell the future? Or do they make the future?
X. Cruce de caminos.
Crossroad.
Gérmenes. Viruela fatal.
Oxygen.
Cerebros disfuncionales. El descenso a la locura.
The descent into madness.
Calambres. La inmersión en las profundidades más profundas.
The plunge into the deepest depths.
Bandera negra. No hay escondite para el destino. No hay place from destiny.
You know, there's no such things as ghosts, really. They're just the conjurings of the over-imaginative mind, trying to explain naturally occurring phenomena. There's no such thing as paranormal. Huh. Only normal.
I'll be indisposed for a moment, darling, but not to worry. There's plenty of time before dinner. Why don't you kill some time and visit with the house elders? They're as much a part of Klunch Manor as the walls themselves. They're just dying to meet you. Actually, they died hundreds of years ago.
Are you lost? Come closer and tell us. Tell us all about it.
Tell us all about it. I have a story.
Do come closer.
Yes, do come closer. It's about a vampire.
Closer.
One night he was out looking for somewhere to get a bite. It was very late and he was really hungry, but the pickings were slim. It was a slow night. But his phone said 4:30 a.m. and he knew he had plenty of time to get back to his coffin before sunrise.
He finally spotted a drunk staggering home, so he swept in for a nice late supper. Just as he crept up behind the poor fool, he felt stabs of pain on his back, his neck, his hands. He turned to see the sun rising. He was at once baffled and panicked. How could it be?
The sun isn't due to rise for another hour.
Come closer.
Desperately, he flew through the streets, trying to stay low in the shadows of buildings, dodging people and traffic. But there were just too many shafts of sunlight to avoid. Come closer!
Their screams echoed through the streets as the pain unbearable in the light burned his immortal flesh. He crashed into the newsstand, and the early edition newspaper spilled across the sidewalk. Just before he turned to dust, he saw the front page headline. Don't forget daylight saving time.
Not everyone understands how special you are. But I do. Have you ever fallen in love? You know, you meet someone, you start a relationship, you give and give and give, until there's nothing left to give. And then you find a little bit more, and you give that too. Until you're just an empty bag of skin. I was to be married on this day. Everyone was there. There were such beautiful flowers. What did you do with my roses?
Sometimes I wish matter would just explode on itself, like it did in the Big Bang.
Ah, so festive to see everyone in costume. Like you, they were invited to Klunch Manor as guests. Long, long ago. Here we are. Go on, freshen up. Thunk will summon you when it's time. It looks like housekeeping hasn't finished with your room yet. It's so hard to find good help these days. Speaking of that, we are looking for a new headless waiter if you know anyone.
Hardly an entree. Looks more like an appetizer to me.
Nobody asked you what it looks like.
Did you know that plasma is one of the 4 basic types of matter? Solid, liquid, gas, plasma. I did.
For this next one, I'm going to need volunteers. And I'm not going to candy coat this. This is a suicide mission. What kind of a costume is that, anyway?
Did your mommy make it for you? Did your mommy make that costume for you?
Say that was responsible for some murder.
Mommy, he's trying to sleep! Can you not be so loud? And then all your calls!
Ladies and gentlemen, we are gathered here today for the loss of our beloved friend who was consumed by the devil, filled with wretched hate and envy. You are gone too soon.
Come here to the river.
But we believe
You look
this is God's choice,
so tasty.
and we shall accept.
Why don't you get on the river and ride with me?
Amen.
It's very, very moist here. Very, very.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. It's tall enough to ride the last ride you'll ever see. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you all. Welcome to Hellmouth, where it's got it in for you. I can't wait. It's gonna taste so good.
Time for dinner.
What a marvelous feast. That's a lot to digest. Well, darlings, I'm afraid we've reached the end of our show. Time to creep back into the shadows. This is Frau Klunch signing off. See you next time in the deep night.